The reward is tiny. That is exactly why it works. A like, a message, a streak, a loot box, a better video after one more swipe. None of these rewards look powerful on their own, but together they can build one of the stickiest loops in modern life. This video explains why small rewards become hard to quit when they arrive unpredictably, frequently, and just late enough to keep your brain waiting. The strange part is that people often keep going even when the reward is not that enjoyable anymore. You are not always chasing pleasure. Sometimes you are chasing the possibility that the next one will be better. A big reward can feel exciting and then finished. A small, uncertain reward can invite another attempt almost immediately. That low cost is part of the design. When the next try is easy, stopping has to compete with almost no friction. The first hidden mechanism is reward prediction error. In simple terms, the brain learns from the gap between what it expected and what actually happened. If the result is exactly what you expected, the loop is boring. But if the result is uncertain, the brain has something to learn from. And maybe is much harder to walk away from than certainty. The classic example is a slot machine. It does not reward every pull. It rewards sometimes, and the player does not know when. That pattern is called a variable ratio schedule. The reward comes after an unpredictable number of tries. Modern platforms do not need a slot machine to use the same kind of uncertainty. Refresh once, nothing. Refresh again, something. Swipe once, boring. Swipe again, perfect. Open a loot box, maybe it is ordinary. Open another, maybe it is rare. Even shopping can use a similar feeling. Maybe this click reveals a deal, a bonus, or a limited offer. The object changes, the structure stays the same. This is why total certainty can become less compelling. When the result is guaranteed, the mystery disappears. But when the result is uncertain, each attempt carries a tiny open question. The reward does not need to grow. The schedule can do the work. The second mechanism is intermittent reinforcement. If you get rewarded every single time, the pattern becomes predictable. But when rewards appear irregularly, the behavior can become more persistent. Because when the reward disappears, your brain does not immediately treat that as the end. It has already learned that no reward this time does not mean no reward next time. That is why a silent phone can still feel unfinished. The hardest notification to ignore is sometimes the one your brain creates by itself. The third mechanism is frequency. A rare, uncertain reward can be exciting. A frequent, uncertain reward becomes a training environment. Modern life compresses the loop. You do not wait hours for the next chance, you wait seconds. The next attempt is always available. No friction, no pause, no natural stopping point. And when small rewards become fast enough, they stop feeling like separate moments. They become a system. And unlike a movie, a chapter, or a physical store, many of these systems have no natural ending. The old version of this loop was tied to a place. The modern version can travel with you. That matters because a repeated cue becomes stronger when it follows you across the day. This is where I want it quietly turns into I should check. That distinction matters. Wanting and liking are not the same thing. You can want to keep going even when you do not like the experience very much. The cue comes first, the conscious explanation comes later. This is why the lazy explanation, it is just dopamine, misses the point. The point is not just pleasure, it is anticipation, uncertainty, learning, and repetition. The reward is small. The uncertainty around it is huge. That is the trap of the next one. The next post might be funnier. The next message might be important. The next box might be rare. The system does not need to satisfy you completely. It only needs to keep the next possibility alive. Even an almost reward can keep the system alive because it suggests the next try was close. The brain does not need proof that the next attempt will work. It only needs a reason not to close the question. But there is an important line here. Not every small reward is an addiction, not every app is gambling, and not every user responds the same way. The risk grows with design, context, frequency, and individual vulnerability. Research on loot boxes, gambling-like features, and reward variability suggests that these structures matter, but they should be described carefully. That distinction is what keeps the story honest. A shared mechanism is not the same as an identical outcome. The hidden question is not whether every product is dangerous. It is which products are built to multiply chances, shorten pauses, and preserve uncertainty. Because the deepest twist is not that humans love rewards. The twist is that we can become attached to the moment before the reward. The pull, the refresh, the open, the swipe. A tiny reward does not need to be impressive if the schedule keeps the loop unfinished. Certainty ends a question. Uncertainty keeps it open. The reward is not always the trap. The schedule is. Modern systems do not need one massive reward to hold your attention. They only need many tiny reasons to try one more time.